How's it going, everyone? It's Foxy here once again for another edition of Foxy's Flea Market Pickups, and this is going to be the final one for at least a little while just because the flea markets are closed. I believe I mentioned this in the previous video, but yeah, they're closed. Someone did make a very, very, very good suggestion of going to not flea markets, but secondhand shops, thrift stores like Goodwill, Salvation Army, and any other things like that. Good news, they did open up a Goodwill at one of the jobs I work at, basically right next door in October of 2014. It is actually New Year's Day, and I have been going there basically every time after work, and I have picked up quite a few things to show you guys, so we'll get on to that. Well, what I'm going to do is I'll show you the flea market stuff first, and then I'll show you the Goodwill stuff at the end. And, well, I guess we'll go from there starting now. So, first, we have Juiced for the PS2. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. I've played a demo of this game, 2 different demos, I think. And I've always thought that it was really, really fun, so I decided to pick up the game, and I still have not played it. I'm going to try to go through this stuff as fast as possible, because I got a lot. And I really don't want this video to be like 20 minutes long, so sorry if it's not like I'm talking about every single thing. Next is Swing Away Golf. Got it just for the sole reason that me and my dad love Hot Shots and Mario Golf, so we figured why not give this a shot. I got it for $1. I know it says $2 on there, but the guy was just basically, he was tired of having it. I think he had it for a full year, and me and my dad were just sitting there like, throughout the whole year, because we wanted it, but we didn't know if we wanted it that bad, even though $2 is not like a lot of money or anything. So we asked him, would he take $1, and he said, yeah, I don't even want it anymore. So we just took it. Next is The Punisher. Don't know really anything about the game other than I'm surprised that it's rated mature, just because it's a Marvel game, and usually like that sort of things aren't they more geared towards kids? Probably wrong, but I don't know. Psyops, the Mindgate Conspiracy. Kind of like with Juiced, I played the demo and I loved it. I did actually play this game. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I might actually review it sometime in the future. But again, fantastic game. I highly recommend it if you like third-person shooters and still play the PS2. Here we got Onimusha 3. Love this game. I think it's fantastic. Just like with Psyops. Not my favorite of the series, but it's still a really, really, really fun game. Sonic, the Mega Collection on the GameCube. My girlfriend got this for me, and I think it's great. It comes with Sonic 1, 2, 3, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Sonic Spinball, Sonic 3D Blast, and Sonic & Knuckles. I don't like 3D Blast. I don't like Spinball. Mean Bean Machine is okay, and I do really, really like Sonic & Knuckles. The other 3 are just, universally liked, so very happy with that. This one's a little bit confusing, so here we go. Legends of Wrestling 2. I occasionally like wrestling games. I think I mentioned this before. I don't really watch any of the newer stuff, anything past like, I don't know, I think I said 2005. I want to say earlier, actually, because I don't even remember the last time I watched a full-length WWE show, and now there's no fucking way, because they're 3 hours long, and I'm counting Raw. I've never watched that SmackDown before. But I can't do 3 hours of wrestling. I just can't. I would probably shoot myself just because it's so stupid nowadays. Next we got Showdown Legends of Wrestling. Now, oddly enough, 2 came before this one, and I think this is the 3rd game in the series, or there's just some sort of spin-off or something, I don't know, just because this one came out in 2004, and this one came out in 2002. Why they didn't just call it Legends of Wrestling 3 Showdown, I don't know. But yeah, that actually really confused me when I got it, because I didn't realize that this was not the first game. Soul Calibur 3, girlfriend got this for me. Love the game. I tried playing some of the newer Soul Caliburs. I just didn't get into it. I don't know if it's just because it's not... I don't play fighting games that much. I'm trying to get more into them just because it's a type of game that I never really played as a kid. Even as a teenager, never really played it. And now I'm just kind of trying to play more of everything instead of just what I used to play, which was first-person shooters and hack and slashes. Like, that's literally all the types of games I used to play back when I was younger, which is kind of sad because you really miss out on a lot of really, really fun games. Next we got Jak and Daxter, the first one. This was actually when I bought it completely sealed, brand new. I don't believe I've said this. I'm actually not that big of a fan of Jak and Daxter. I never have been. Never have been. I've always been a big fan of Ratchet and Clank. Jak and Daxter was just kind of like, meh, I don't know, I just didn't enjoy the games back when I was younger. But now, like I said, with that, I'm trying to expand my horizons, getting back into games that I didn't like as a kid, starting with Jak and Daxter, I guess. Same thing with Sly Cooper. I never liked Sly Cooper, and it was always funny because I would have a group of friends who either liked one game of the three. One person liked Ratchet and Clank, which was me, and then my other friend liked Jak and Daxter, and then another friend liked Sly Cooper, but didn't like the other two. It was always like a battle between which one was better, and that's just kind of how it was back in, I don't know, I think it was like junior high or something like that. Mountain Bike Adrenaline, got it for $1, as you can see. What's funny is she was charging $3 for it, but didn't realize she left the dollar tag still on it. I don't know if she had bought it from a previous seller or accidentally put it there or whatever, but I asked her, I was like, you know it has a dollar tag on it? She's like, oh, you can have it for $1 then. I'd be like, okay, I'd hope so, because otherwise you'd just be a liar. Never played it. I do kind of like the sort of mountain bike racing games, and I think that's what this is, so... might be interesting. Oh, I'm slurring my words a lot. I'm really tired and I'm really sick. I've had the flu for the past 2 weeks and now I'm finally starting to get over it, thankfully. Dead or Alive 1 Ultimate. Is it other one in here too? Both of these two games, I'll get to this one in a minute. Both of these two games I got from the same seller for $1 each, and I mostly bought them because I've never seen games this water damaged in my entire life. Not the games themselves, but like basically everything else. Like, for example, this is the manual for the game Jade Empire. I have never seen this happen with a manual. Completely solid. You cannot really barely bend it. It's like a brick. You can't turn any of the pages unless you just want to rip the whole thing. See what I mean? I don't know what the hell you have to do in order to have this much water damage. But I mostly got it just to show you. This is some of the stuff you come across in flea markets. Just completely destroyed cases, destroyed games. You really got to double check and see what you're buying before you actually whip out your money. You know what I mean? So always be sure to check the cases. Always be sure to check the games you buy. Everything before you buy it, check it out. It's the best advice I could ever give for going to flea markets. But the games do work. It's just the cases are completely destroyed. Except, honestly, Dead or Alive, the manual and these two cards in there are perfectly fine. So I don't know how this one got less water damage than the other one. But Jesus Christ, I've never seen such badly water damaged games. Let's go on to this one. Mission Impossible Operation Surma. I actually thought this was a different game with Tom Cruise in it. I completely forgot the name of it now. But it was actually a really good movie. I don't really like Mission Impossible and stealth games in general. A bit hit and miss for me. Like, I love Tenchu. Metal Gear Solid's pretty good, but I don't know about this. A little bit iffy. I don't want to get into that yet. I got all my stuff in a box here from the flea market stuff. Next is Cabela's Alaskan Adventures. I like Cabela games every now and then, especially the first-person ones. I've never really liked a third-person Cabela game, and that's mostly because I'm not that big into third-person shooters in general. So that's just more of a personal preference, though. Next is X Games, right? X Games Skateboarding. I like skateboarding games, as I've mentioned before, so I decided to get this out of a complete whim. Champions Return to Arms. I actually had no idea this game existed. I knew there was Champions Norath, something, I can't think of it right now, but I never knew that there was a Return to Arms, if I'm assuming this is the sequel. So, yeah, very, very happy about that. Champions of Norath, right? Is that... Yeah, I think that's the name of it. Next, we got Eureka 7 Volume 1 and 2. I left the tape on it just because it makes it, I guess, easier to store. The person had a $6 price tag on it. I paid $5. I'm pretty happy with it because I don't really have that many anime-based games. I've never actually watched the anime. I don't believe these are the actual characters from the anime. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I don't know. I've never watched it. Let's see. Let's do this. Super WrestleMania on the Super Nintendo. I'll probably never play this. I bought it just because I love the way Hulk Hogan looks on the cover. Just like, he's completely out of his mind, and it makes me laugh, so I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that. Maybe that was a regretful purchase. I don't know. Next, we got 007, The World Is Not Enough for the 64. I love GoldenEye. Don't remember this one too much. I do remember playing it as a kid, but not like a vivid memory of it. So hopefully that one is pretty good. Mario Golf. Love Mario Golf. Which is funny because I bought this for my dad, and within 10 minutes of playing it, he was so happy that I bought it for him. 10 minutes of playing, he's like, oh, I don't want to play this anymore, and he hasn't touched it since. So it's like, okay, dickhead, you were so excited for 10 minutes, and then now you're like, oh, I don't want to play it. Come on now. Next is Tony Hawk's Project 8. Never played this one, honestly, just because the last couple Tony Hawk games that I've played on this system, the PS3, Xbox, I don't even think there's a Tony Hawk game on the Wii. Maybe I'm wrong. They haven't been that great, so hopefully this one is not shit like the other ones. Next we have Call of Duty 3. I actually bought this with Medal of Honor Airborne, another copy of it. But I sold it just because I didn't really need 2 copies of the same game, and I bought both of these together for $3. So, you know, what can you do, really? As far as Call of Duty 3 goes, I actually kind of like it compared to some of the newer ones. I don't like the newer Call of Duties just because it's recycling the same game over and over and over again, kind of like with Madden, except Madden's obviously a sports game. Next we have Uncharted 2, Among Thieves. Kind of like... This is... I know it's a very, very popular game, and I know PlayStation players universally, maybe not even universally, but like the vast majority of them love this franchise. I don't. I like it. I play it. I have a problem of getting bored of it, though. But I'm going to go back to it and see if I like it, because I really want to like it. It's just, I don't. And it sucks, you know what I mean? Because everyone talks about how great it is, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, kind of like just lying. Here we got Rurouni Kenshin, Voyage to the Moon World. This is a novel, not a manga. Have not read it yet, so I don't know if it differs at all. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Based off, or if it differs from the manga or from the anime. So that will be interesting to read. whenever I get a chance. I really don't ever have a chance to read anymore. PS2 controller. I was needing a new PS2 controller for a very, very long time because the one I had for like 10 years finally broke on me, and someone had this for a very good price, and I bought it, and I've loved it. So, there we go. Okay, next is all the stuff I got from Goodwill. And I really don't know... Well, let's start with this stuff. We got a Wii steering wheel. I know what you're probably thinking, why the hell would you get that? But I have a problem. I don't like holding the Wiimote when I play racing games, so I'd rather have the steering wheel. As gimmicky as it is, it's more comfortable. Simple reason. Wii Zapper, kind of like with the same reason with the steering wheel. I don't like holding the Wiimote to shoot in shooter games with one hand. This just makes it more comfortable. Let's see. Let's do this. Super Monkey Ball Deluxe for the PS2. I think I got this for 99 cents. Yeah, 99 cents. There's still a slight Goodwill price tag on it. I remember playing some of the Monkey Ball games. I remember renting one. I really liked it. I don't think it was Banana Blitz. I don't know. Gee, I'm gonna make myself hiccup from coughing or clearing my throat. Silent Hill 3. Very happy about this because, as some of you may know, I'm a big fan of horror games. I really like Silent Hill 3 and 4. Didn't really care for 1 and 2. Just a personal preference, or my opinion, really. Okay, then we got Tekken 3 for the PS1. Pretty happy about this because I do like Tekken every now and then. I never played Tekken 3. Never played a Tekken on the PS1. Curious as to how that is. Shogun Assassin DVD. And I bought this because me and my fiance love watching these Asian movies with terrible voice actors and just the funny camera angles and stuff like that. I've actually it just started recently that we started watching this sort of thing, and it's, I don't know, it is what it is, I guess. It's just funny. We get a kick out of it. Next, we got a brand new copy of David Spade is Dickie Roberts, former child star. It's a terribly stupid movie, but I do like it. I don't know if I should like it, but I don't know. I like it. I know that was the stupidest 10 seconds of videography, I guess, but I don't know. As much times as I said I like it there. I know. Now, got something very interesting. WWE 2K15 for the PS4. This was brand new, and I kind of left the seal just to show you that it did kind of come brand new. $30. GameStop has this brand new for $60 on both systems. Actually, I don't know if it's on the PS3 or Xbox 360, but whatever. Both next-gen systems. I bought it just because... Well, actually, I got it for $25 because I had a $5 off coupon, but regardless, I got it just because it was really cheap. If it's any good or not is a question that I can't answer right now. I've read online that it sucks. Kind of sucks that I bought it, but either way, if I get some enjoyment out of it, I consider it a win. Alright, I got 4 things left. Bop It, Tetris. This was brand new. I opened it and played with it because I gave it to myself for Christmas, which may sound depressing, but that's just whatever. I love it. I think it's fantastic. If you love Tetris and you come across one of these things, I recommend you get it. This thing freaking cost like $35 at like Target or something. There was like Target has a clearance sticker that's red, and it has on the bottom left like was, and then on the right of it's now. Well, Goodwill, I guess, got it from them because maybe they had it for salvage because none of them were selling for such a ridiculous price, so they gave it to Goodwill to sell. I bought it for $5, and again, I think it was like $33 or $35 brand new at Target. That's ridiculous. That's probably why they didn't sell, because it was so expensive. Here we got a plug and play Miss Pac-Man. I had this when I was little, and I loved it. I don't know what happened to it, and I'm very glad I got it again, because this, I don't know if it's considered rare, but I know it's not cheap anymore on eBay. It goes for like 20 to 30 bucks is what it sells for, I mean. So I'm going to hang on to this just because it brings back a lot of memories, and I love this little plug-and-play thing. It's fantastic. I was very, very, very happy about that. Final two things are board games. Jishaku, the game of magnet action. Very, very fun. The back picture doesn't really look fun just because of the way the girl looks, but it is honestly a great game. It's basically like, okay, you get like a board and you have to put magnets in. Each player goes one at a time, and if a magnet touches another magnet, you lose. Hopefully that made enough sense, because that's the best way I can describe it in such a fast time. But it's really fun. I like it. And that was brand new as well. Same with this board game. I don't know why they're showing up brand new, but I'm not going to complain because I get them for good prices. This is called Pentago, the mind-twisting game. In a nutshell, it's Connect 5, where every turn you get, like, you see how there's 4 boards, I guess? You have to twist it. So I put one ball down, and then I twist any of the 4, I believe. And then the next person does the same thing. It's really fun. It's really addictive. If you like those Connect 5, Connect 4 type of games and want to play with a friend of something that's a little bit more difficult, I recommend this. It's a lot of fun. And that's it. Thank you all for watching, and now comes the slideshow. I don't think I'll do a slideshow for the Goodwill stuff. I'm not sure yet. But if anything, if I do, then, you know, I guess it's a bonus or something. Either way, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.